drives, so they try to get to the basket and kick it out to open shooters. And then both these teams are very high in turnovers, so it's taking care of that Wilson.
Without a doubt, Jalgis leading the team not only in scoring, but in turnovers, like Boz said, 5 coming out of group play. Possessions are precious in the game of 3x3, especially at the biggest tournament of them all here at the World Tour Final. So this second quarterfinal's underway. The winner will play Amsterdam as Nash finds Huffman. Now it's Kumpis, the 2 leading scorers for this Raudondvaris team. Kumpis can't land it from two range. Jalgis, though, will hustle it down. Evil Knievel eyeing the ball from the corner. 2 is no good. And Huffman will try to get his team set up. Kumpis called for the foul here. Ain't no shortage of scrap in Kumpis. The way that he plays defensively. Uzi to Kumpis. Evo Knievel. 2-ball. Where the heck is this 2-point shooting come from, Boz?
I mean, he's 30% in the season. He's not a bad shooter. He just doesn't take many, because usually it's Vingelis and Pukelis taking that job. But he has to now. Look, his team hit 1-2 outside of him yesterday in pool play.
Yeah, that's a fact. He's now 4 of 7 here in Hong Kong. Valdez Jalgis, I'll give you a hint. He's got one of my awards at the end of this season. Y'all keep an eye out for the Voices end of season awards. Jalgis has got one. But I think that you talk about most improved players, maybe we just haven't paid enough attention to him all along. He hasn't put up numbers like this, don't get me wrong.
He has not, but he's been putting up really, really good numbers for this Raudondvaris squad. It's just usually Pukelis outshines him a little bit.
Exactly.
And in this case, he's the lead man.
Yeah, but I would say, I think he's a star. I think he's, at the end of the season, he's become a bona fide star. Butler getting to the cup, but he will not get continuation. Basket waved off, foul on the floor. It's the 3rd on Raudondvaris, and Caruso will get him reset. Henry had a big game yesterday against Vienna in that win. Butler will miss fire. Caruso had 10 points, 8 rebounds in that win over Vienna. Kumpis. Got his pocket picked. Nash with the steal, and Butler going to the spin move and the lay. Vingelis, hand up, so what?
This is what they need. They need Sharunas Vingelis to step up. 2 points per game is not good enough for him if Raudondvaris wants to succeed here.
Oh, the travel call, and that pumps up Ujupis. We talked about some of the struggles that Raudondvaris has had in getting scoring from Ujupis and Vingelis, who combined for 1 of 6 from the floor, 2 of 7 from deep. They can make an impact defensively. That one poked away. Nash get in there. 2 minutes into this quarterfinal action is the voice of 3x3. Kyle Montgomery, the Mountain, Boz Rosendahl, capping this 2024 season. Kumpis still not landing from long range. Huffman looking to find Nash on the inside. They will eventually get it to the big man, or so I thought. Kumpis will take that away. Jalgis will have it pumped away. Huffman checking out. Vingelis also getting the rest for Raudondvaris.
Curious to see the adjustments for Princeton, as they usually, right around the 6-minute mark of the game, they'll get some adjustments in to counter what the opposing team is doing.
So again, if you're unfamiliar with Princeton's journey to get here, they got in with the very last ticket to the tournament. The last seed, 12 seed, had to come out of the qualifying draw, and Butler continues to serve people. didn't have the best World Tour season, 7-9 record on the World Tour. And yet they haven't lost a game in 4 tries here in Hong Kong. Trying to keep it going. Trailing by 2 right now.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. Caruso, who's only at 4-4 on the season, he's at 7 and 5.5. These are the numbers we saw from him last year on the World Tour. And I think that's what makes them a really good team. If he can go, they can go.
There's nothing from Jalgis on the turnaround. They want to continue to beat Butler, it looked like. Nash, though, has been delivering. That's a tough shot right there. Oh, and uh-oh. Butler got a cramp or something.
Ankle.
Oh, he's not looking good on that ankle. He's not really able to put any pressure on it right now. Got to keep an eye on that situation because he's been their best player.
Well, Caruso and him both have led the team, right? And Hoffman's been very quiet, and it's because of his drives, because of his activity on the glass as well. And if his ankle is going to bother him for the rest of the game, that's going to take away from the way he plays his game at 3x3.
Well, we'll be keeping a close eye on Austin Butler. As he's going to get some medical attention. They're going to at least look at that ankle, maybe tie his shoe up a bit tighter. As we get back to the quarterfinals, 6-4, the Lithuanians, without the Lithuanian, have the lead. The Caruso over to tough man Huffman, 2-piece, no biscuit, all even, 6-all. Vangelis to Evo Knievel. He wants it too, and he will not have it that time. Ricochets back to him. Vangelis, quick move. Goodbye. Right past Nash. Oh, Henry missed it, but Jalgis didn't get a body on him.
Nope, didn't box him out. And Caruso, a great rebounder.
Jalgis crashing into Huffman. Ooh, Zupis. Nah, bro.
This isn't the Uzupis that we're accustomed to.
No, that's not the Zupis that's got the nickname Uzi. He used to be good for 6 points per.
0.5 per in pool phase. That's not.
But he has been injured this year. Not to make excuses, but he has not been 100%. But you've seen it on the floor. Oh, Vangelis wanted some space in the relationship. It ain't you, it's me. Splashes it, 9-8. Oh, Caruso telegraphed the pass. Stolen and delivered to Jalgis. 2-point lead, Raudondvaris now approaching the midway point. Here's Austin. Oh, Butler throws it in the knees of Caruso. Two-point shooting for Princeton has been crucial. 37% on 19 attempts coming out of group play. I guess Raudondvaris have done a pretty good job on preventing a lot of good looks in this game.
So you remember how we talked about Butler yesterday being from PA, being from Latrobe?
Yeah.
I think he mentioned, so he came up to me today, and he's like, yeah, I heard you from Manny Bros, okay, Pittsburgh, so you know the Berg. I'm like, yeah. It's like, and anything he told me, I think his dad went to Robert Morris, the same school I went to. So it's a small world. And look, PA, stand up.
Look, you just got a few more fans out there, Bonds. That's the way to go. 11-8. Raudondvaris keeping Princeton at bay.
Oh, an ankle try.
I don't mind that little extracurricular. That sends a message to the other team. We don't get the bucket, but you're going to feel me, or you at least going to see me. It'll be
an offensive foul.
Yeah. Well, I saw a travel signal. Either way, it's a turnover. Raudondvaris trying to add to the lead from Callis. Is he back?
Yeah, well, he is. That's his third two.
Sure shot, Shurunis, his return. Princeton's got to match that firepower. All net, all wet. D. Huff.
Good old-fashioned shootout here.
Evo Knievel adjust at the rim, nearly gets the score. Will come up empty that time. Here comes the Caruso. Turn around when I'm talking to you. FaceTime.
He's got an unconventional game for a ball handler, doesn't he?
He is a little bit unorthodox, for sure. I think it kind of helps him, though. Oh, Butler at your service.
Princeton just went on a 5-0 run to connect again with Raudondvaris in the game.
And this has kind of been the story for Princeton throughout this tournament.
They've been down.
It's always about the resolve. They've been down. They look like they're going to be out, but they are scrappy. They fight you tooth and nail into the final horn. And each and every time that final horn has sounded, with that mentality, they've come out victorious. So we got breaking the action. Here's how the game has transpired. Princeton, who were in a little bit of a hole early, have managed to climb out of it. The last several possessions pulling within one. They go on a 4-1 run and now trail at 13-12. Big Boss Rosendahl, a.k.a. The Mountain. I am the voice of 3x3, Kyle Montgomery. We hope y'all have enjoyed 2024's World Tour season. We've been everywhere.
Oh.
Europe, Asia, North America. This is the culmination of an Olympic year for FIBA 3x3 as well. And you can just see the vibe. You can tell the vibe around the sport is just continuing to escalate and elevate. Inside pass, Ben Gallis. He has been straight cash, homie. Straight money.
He's got 8 out of their 14 points. Vingalis is standing and is shining at the moment where Raudondvaris needs it the most. They needed a secondary guy besides Kumpas and Jalgas to kind of get their own bucket, create their own shot.
Absolutely. Vingalis. I saw him out here practicing this morning, and I saw him hit about 7 twos or so in a row, and I said, I'm going to see if that translates to the games today. I'm guessing he probably still shoots it in practice, but it hasn't translated to the floor. It is doing it in this one.
And let me remind you, at the start of the season, this guy was almost 50-50, 90 on percentages, ones, twos, and free throws. He kind of slumped there for a little bit, and I think this is all confidence, but somehow they got him full of confidence today. It's a good sign for the people from Lithuania, let me tell you.
And it helps when you see that round thing go through the round thing. You know how it is as a player. You start feeling it, getting into a nice little groove, and that's what we're seeing. Huffman, runner, off the iron. Just over 3 minutes. Jalgas drives left, off the square. Evel Knievel just beelining to the bucket. Caruso, goodbye, good night. Blows by Jalgas and then bangs out. Oh, Jalgas from the suburbs. He's doing this thing now where he makes a 2, he's yelling boom.
Really?
I'm not mad at that. Oh, see what had happened was, well, it goes from bad to worse for my guy Uzi. He was just trying to snag the rebound. He tips it in. Meantime, there's the Caruso catching a flight, and that's one that they want to soon forget. Just unlucky. 2-point game, Raudondvaris, Princeton. Timeout on the floor. All the action coming at you from Victoria Park here in Hong Kong. Kumpis from the right wing. Vingalis to Jalgas. Jalgas. Narrow miss right there. There's Butler. The Caruso. Uh-oh. Welcome to Late Night with Henry. Modestus Cooper's was just a guest. 17-16. Vangelis off the iron. Jalgis, count it.
That is not a smart foul by Nash. He was caught out of position and just reached in there and smacked down. Why?
Yeah, that don't make a whole lot of sense. And they're hoping that doesn't cost them dearly. Tyron Nash with a foul that puts Jalgis on the line, the Olympic bronze medalist for Lithuania. Both he and Vangelis on that team. And Raudondvaris knocking on the door. A 2-ball would end Princeton's Cinderella run. Uh-oh, who is it gonna be? Evo Knievel, no. Austin Butler will get it back. Caruso to the crib. He gets the score. Princeton ain't out of this yet.
Princeton got a bunch of fouls to give, and that's in their favor, right? Look, they're playing from behind, but they can keep Raudondvaris from scoring if they use those fouls smartly on at least a couple of possessions.
If there's one team, I guess outside of Amsterdam now, that you got to trust late game in a late game situation, it is Princeton. Only a one-possession game. They can draw up a play, get a look, and have this thing even. Timeout on the floor. Neither team in jeopardy of being in the penalty. Raudondvaris with 1 to give, Princeton with 2. Vangelis. Raudondvaris could put it away. Flight mode, no. What'd you think about that play design that they ran there?
I don't mind it. I think Kumpis is the one to be able to get loose for his shot, but now they got to watch out. Princeton inching closer.
That is Austin Butler again. He continues to answer the bell. 1-point game. Kumpis thinking about pulling it. Why not? Oh, why not indeed off the glass? That is window pane for Princeton. Flight mode in attack mode. Modestus Cooper ends the hopes of Princeton in the quarterfinals. He had that look in his eyes, and who knew he was going to be dead-eye? Got a banking account out here in Hong Kong. That is your game winner. Modestus Cooper and Raudondvaris moving on to play Amsterdam in the semifinals. 21-18.